everybody, I'm Brian LeBlanc. I'm 57 years old and I'm living with Alzheimer's disease. I was diagnosed in on October 28th, 2014. But from what I've been told, I've probably been living with symptoms maybe 6 years before that. So it's been going on for quite a while. I wanted to talk to you about living with Alzheimer's, because although it is a tough disease to live with, as is any dementia-related illness, but it's doable. It's all a matter of having a positive attitude and pushing yourself to overcome all the obstacles that we're faced with every day. One of the things that we're faced with is fog in the brain. But it's kind of like fog on a highway or a street. If you're driving along and all of a sudden you hit a fog bank, you have to slow down. You have to proceed with caution. You're not able to operate like you were normally doing just minutes ago. That's what happens with fog in the brain. You're going along and minding your own business, and all of a sudden fog clouds up your ability to speak. It clouds up your ability to think. If you get up and start to walk, your balance, at least my balance, is gone, and I fall. I fall quite frequently. It just depends upon the day. So you just have to proceed with caution. But when the fog comes in, I just kind of sit and just wait for it to lift, and then I start making my way again. Eating has been difficult because I've lost my sense of taste and smell. So eating is no longer a pleasurable experience. It is now a chore. I have reminders on my phone to tell me when to eat. Now, if I miss one of those times, then I don't eat because I don't remember when I ate or when I didn't. Same thing with medications. But you rely on things like your phone or your computer to send you reminders. So that's another way that we overcome that obstacle, that we use electronics to help us to live with it. Also, I have little notes here. You can see my note paper here underneath, because I wouldn't be able to talk to you right now if I didn't have anything to go by. Also, driving. Driving is difficult, and so I don't do it anymore. I don't remember quite when I stopped. But I do remember I was in my doctor's office, and she asked me, she said, "Do you feel comfortable if you were driving a child in your vehicle?" And I had to think about it. And I said, no, I would not. So at that moment, I knew that I had to take the initiative to stop myself from driving. It is a loss, but I would rather have that loss than cause the loss of life. And so that's why I've made that decision. Plus, you know, there's Uber, there's Lyft, there's all kinds of things that I can do. I can get rides from people, and that helps me. So at least I'm not isolated 24/7. Anxiety is heightened at an all-time level. I've always been sort of an anxious person, but throw Alzheimer's into the mix, and if something goes wrong or unplanned, well, so do I. I lash out, I become irrational, I get sometimes extremely angry. I'm still learning to cope with that. It's not an easy one to overcome, so I haven't learned yet, but I'm still trying. But one of the things that helps me is engagement and staying busy. Thanks to organizations like Dementia Action Alliance, I'm able to speak all across the country, sharing awareness, educating, and telling people not only what it's like to live with Alzheimer's, but explaining to them so that they might have a better understanding of their loved one who may be having the same type of symptoms. So, thanks for listening to me. If you have any questions, look me up on social media, drop me a line. Again, I'm Brian LeBlanc, and I have Alzheimer's, but it doesn't have me, for I don't allow it to define who I am. Thanks.